This video is to review the sample request submittal process on Aris Innovator. So what you're going to do when Aris comes up, you're going to go to product development, drop down, and click on sample request. Once the sample request is highlighted, go here to create a new item button. And what this does is this creates a new sample request form. Once it's up, from there you can fill out all of the necessary information. All of this is needed for RCI to complete the sample request, except for notes. Notes is not needed, but it's there for extra information. So we have the account, go down the line here, something like Costco, your contact at Costco. So we'll put that in there. Anyone you're talking with, the person who's giving us business, the address, you'll obviously put that in. The city, pretty self-explanatory here. Going down the line, the state, zip code, phone number. The salesperson requesting is yourself. So all you're going to do is click on these three dots here. Search dialog box will come up, and all you need to do is search for your name. So myself is in there. You can either type in your full name exactly, first and last, and it'll come up. Or if you feel like it, just like anything else in Aris Innovator, if it's not a complete data set, you can just combine it from asterisks, and it'll give it the same information. So all you need to do then is double click, and it'll add your name to right here. The date requested is today's date, so it's the date that you're actually requesting the sample request. So you'll just click on the calendar icon and select the date. The ship date is the day you want the sample request to go out. So say we want to place it for 2 weeks on September 4th. The method of shipment is here as well on the drop down, either early AM or next day air. Put that in. And notes is anything extra. So anything extra you want to tell RCI about the samples. In order to place your sample order, that all happens in the bottom section here. And what you're going to do is this bottom section has same icon that you use to create a new sample request. So what you're going to do is click this. A search dialog box will then come up that you can search for formulas. So what you'll do if this is your first time using a sample request, whether you're a club salesperson, a retail salesperson, or want to select retail or want to select club items, go ahead and select that preset search first and hit the run search button. What that does, as soon as you do it once, it's locked in. You won't have to do it again. It pulls up a preset search for you to choose from all the retail items, or if you pick club, it'll choose club. And it also puts in a preset search, so it only selects those that are sample ready. There's, at this point, hundreds of different formulas in Aris, but not all of them are ready to be presented or are still actively being presented. So that's the usefulness there. After that, you can use a number of things to search. You can use the company, you could use our brand, you could search for a formula name, or maybe you know the formula ID from a previous sample request. Today, let's say we want to put in a gluten-free item, so I'll just search for gluten-free. I want to put in gluten-free Italian sausage. What you can do is just double click it and it'll be added right to the sample request. You can see when I double clicked it, the search dialog box did not go away. So you could just double click and search for as many items as you want as your sample request. So we're going to go ahead and close the search dialog box once you're done. All of this information here is just information that came from the formula. The two things you need to worry about are quantity. So say you want 2 units. There's a drop down that allows you to go up to 70 units. That's a lot of units. There's also a checkoff if you want a mockup. So if this is not a current item, but you want a graphics mockup to go along with the sample request, you can go ahead and check that off. That way, both graphics and RCI know that there's a mockup on that sample request. Next thing you're going to do is hit save. You'll see once you hit save, it's a status pending shipment right here. And what you'll do is you'll click under actions, you'll click submit sample request. And there you go. You get a nice little prompt that says, hey, your sample request was submitted properly. Hit OK. Under actions, if you need a mockup, like in this case, we have it checked off, you want to do the exact same thing and go ahead and click submit a mockup request, and that mockup request will then go to graphics. So they know what's going on as well for this particular sample. One last nifty thing about the sample request is if you go into this left-hand section and click on it, it'll show you the formula nutrition report as well as ingredient statement for all the items that you submitted. So in this case, say you want to look up the formula nutrition report, it'll pop up in the Aris PDF viewer on your sample request. So if you're prepping for a meeting or anything and just want to give a scan over the items, it'll come up for you. It's coming up right now. It's touch slow the first time you pull up the item. There we go. So here is the whole formula nutrition report with the ingredient statement. Okay, go back to the sample request here. Once you're done, you can go ahead and click Save, Unlock, and Close, and your sample request is complete. It can always be referenced on your preset searches here. All the salespeople here have preset searches. I don't, Sean Holguin does not, but you can go to any person and it'll come up for you so you can see your sample requests. That is how you use the sample request item on Aris Innovator.